Hi there, folks. This is Sheila E. from Tennessee again, and I just wanted to do a short video on this is going to be a blackberry blueberry cobbler, and it's going to be made with some Pillsbury sweet biscuits, and it's the blueberry sweet biscuits, and I found them on sale, and they're good through the end of March, so I wanted to go ahead and do those. But we made a strawberry cobbler, a quick strawberry cobbler with some crescent rolls the other day that I had in the refrigerator, so we're going to try to do these with this and some. I don't have any fresh blackberries. I had fresh strawberries before. Some Comstock blackberry pie filling, and we're going to use some sugar and some low calorie, the Country Crock Light butter. I think I use the other butter, the Blue Bonnet. So always wipe your cans off real good if it don't have a pop, even if it has a pop top. Wipe it off, because these have been in a warehouse and, you know, in cases, and you never know what's been, you know, on it. So it's always good to wipe that off. And I'm going to wipe out my pan right here. And then the first thing I'm going to do, I've got a little bit in this, and I'm going to spray my pan. Not a real thick, but just making sure that it's all coated. All right. Well, that's about all that, so I might as well just go ahead and put it in there. That's it, guys, on that one. So let me throw that away. All right. So I've got a couple spoons out here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open one of these Pillsbury blueberry sweet biscuits with icing. So I'm going to make a blueberry blackberry cobbler. All right. So we're going to find where this thing opens at. Right here. Thank you for all you sweet comments, and thank you for all my followers. Share with your family and friends. Hopefully I'm touching somebody. I always, you know, ask God to bless whatever needs, you know, or bless our food, bless the ones who eat it, and, you know, bless each other and share with each other what we have. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking these out, and I hate to look at you like that. So I'm just taking these out, and this has got the cream, so I'm going to take this and lay it to the side right here. Let me put this down here where you can see what I'm doing. Is that better? Is that good, guys? I still think I need a green forget-me-that, because that helped a lot. So I'm just taking these biscuits, and I'm going to lay them right here. And I've got 3 cans. I don't know if this will be as good as that when we're done with the crescent rolls or not, but we'll see. I'm going to mash these out a little bit. I want them mashed out a little bit, so that way it's not going to be all biscuits. You want a little bit of fruit in there too. So I'm going to open another one. Yeah, I don't like to waste nothing, so we'll come up with something. Even though we're dieting, it don't hurt you to have a little bit of something sweet every now and then. You know, it surely don't. And I love sweets, but so far, guys, I don't know if I got back with you, and I don't know if you can tell it in this get up, but let's see if you can tell it. Do I look thinner? I've lost 8.5 pounds so far, and that took a long time, but it comes off slow. Maybe it'll stay off. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here. And let you put you on hold just for a moment, okay? All right, folks, I'm back again. I had a phone call. I had to go back in there. But what we're doing is we're putting these blueberry sweet biscuits in here, and I'm mashing them down. I don't want them up real fat, so because we want to try to get all these in there if we can. And I'm just spreading them out. Just spreading them out a little bit. How y'all been doing? I got a little text from a little lady named Brandy about the flitter bread, and it made her happy that she saw it, and it made me happy that I done it, because it just makes me happy when I make somebody else happy. And that's what the Lord wants us to share what we have and to bring joy to each other. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and open this. I'm going to put some butter and sugar on that. Make sure this is open. I'm going to put some butter and sugar on that first row of biscuits there. this lid off of here. Like I said, I don't have any fresh blueberries. I wish I did. But I'm going to put some, we're going to use the Country Crock 35 calorie. And I'm just going to pinch this out right here, and I'm just going to put a little here and there. Hoping you can see that. All right. A shout out to June and Nita Green. June is one of my friends that I work with. And then Susan, I work with her. Linda Hembry, work with her. And so we got that. Rachel, she's one of my followers that I worked with. Such a sweet young girl. So I wanted to give a shout out to her. So now we're going to take a little bit of sugar. And we're just going to do it like this right here. Just sprinkle. I mean, you just, if you want more sugar, you put more sugar. So this is about probably, maybe 1/4 of a cup of sugar. I'm going to go back. I'm going to put a layer of my blackberry pie filling. Try to put a little bit on each biscuit. I hope this turns out good, guys. I've got my oven preheated on Confect to 350. Now on that strawberry pudding, I put it on 350 Confect. And then at the end of it, I put it on bake 350 so that it would bake from the bottom up. And that was so good. I'm telling you, it was so good. So now we've got this. And I'm going to take some more biscuits. I mean, this is, I'm going to put some in a little pinch in these little holes right here too. So that you'll get some of that dough. I love the dough on a cobbler. I just love the dough on it. So see if we get a little pinch in there everywhere. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to flatten this out a little bit. I'm going to lay it like that right there. Flatten this one out. And I'm just going to try to put them, because I know I've got another can. Put that cream over here, because we're going to use that cream. That icing cream, we're going to use that. That's going to be some good stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, it's going to be delicious, you all. I talked to my nephew, Jason, and he's an avid grill cook. He cooks, he does a lot of grill cooking, and he is doing hibachi today. And I asked him to video that for me, and so I could put him on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube, I'm sorry. I don't put a whole lot on Facebook anymore. You get hacked too bad. But anyway, he's an avid, all my family, you know, it's just another family member or a friend. I've got 2 friends that I put that Irish soda bread on and that homemade chicken noodle soup, which was absolutely gorgeous. It was delicious. I could almost smell that soda bread and taste that chicken noodles that June and Susan done. But now getting back to my nephew Jason, he's an avid, he loves to cook on the grill. And so he told me in a couple weeks he's going to do a Boston butt barbecue. And I told him, I said, well, I don't have a smoker, but I'll put mine up against yours. So we're going to have a Boston butt cook-off. And I'm going to do mine like I usually do. And then he's going to do his in a smoker. And then we're going to have taste test. So we'll video that and see how that turns out. Okay? All right, guys. So I'm going to put my Baker Joy over here. But I'm going to get some more of these biscuits out. And I'm just taking my hands, flattening them out. And just putting them in here. You can't mess up on something like this. I mean, I've got another can of pie filling out there. I believe it's mixed berry. I could probably put that in there if I don't have enough to go around here. Just put it on top and let it melt through. How do we think about that? Think it'd be delicious, you all? I think it will be too. So we're not going to have enough for another row. So what I'm going to do is this right here. I'm going to pull these apart here. And these are limited. You just can get these sometimes through the year. You might look up and find them somewhere. I don't know. They're just hard to come by. You can't hardly find the blueberry ones. You can make them. You can make your blue. I've made blueberry muffins before. About the same. So now I'm going to put a little bit more butter, and just, you can see what I'm doing. I'm getting like a tablespoon, and I'm just pinching it off, and I'm just putting some here and there. A little bit on, try to put a little bit on each one of those biscuits. All right, let me wipe my hands off here. Throw this in the trash. And then what I'm going to do, guys, you know, I just thank God that I can do this, and hope y'all get some joy out of it too. I watch a lot of Brenda Gant. She's one of my inspirations. She just has a lot of good things that she cooks, but I wanted to show you. She's from Alabama, and I love to hear Alabama people talk. But these things here that I'm doing, especially with people that I know, they give me their recipes, and I want to share them because I'm proud of them. You know, I'm just so proud of anybody who tries to cook, and they tweak it. It's like Susan. She tweaked that chicken noodle soup, made that her own. She didn't. It was a Pinterest recipe, but she took what she wanted out of the recipe, and then she took what she liked and she put with it. You know, and that's what we need to do. Make it your own. So I'm going to take that last layer of stuff, and I'm going to try to spread that a little bit. You can see what I'm doing there. This is going to have a lot of dough in it, but that's the part I like, so I'm going to throw some more sugar and stuff on that. Like I said, I wish I had some fresh blackberries, but I don't. But that's okay, because you make do with what you got. That's the way these people, we do. I mean, it's just, and everybody's just about having to do that now, regardless of where you're from. I'm going to scrape that can real good. All right. Now, that's looking pretty doggone good, guys. Put this lid down in here so nobody don't get cut with that. Tell me if you make a comment to me, guys. I know I've got 86 viewers now and almost 21,000 views. And I appreciate that. And share it with your friends. You know, it just makes me happy to be able to share more with more people. So I'm going to put just a little bit more. I've got my butter and the last bit of my blackberry pie filling, so I'm going to put some more sugar because I want that dough to be good and sugary and crusty. I love that crust on cobblers. I just really do. And this is something, if you don't eat it all, you can put it in the refrigerator. It'll last about, I would say, 3 or 4 days. You know, and it still won't be too soggy or anything. It'll be really good. So that's probably going to be about a half a cup on that one. So I'm going to move this back. All right. And then I'm just wondering, do you think I'm going to put a little bit of this cream. I'll save one of them. Let me get me a clean spoon. I'm going to put one of them on down, and so it'll soak down in there. And then I'm going to save the other two to put on top while it's hot. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to put a little bit of this here and there. How's that sound? Does that sound pretty good? It's beautiful here in Dandridge, Tennessee. We know we have a lot of good cooks in southeastern Tennessee, and like I said, I'm originally from Newport, Tennessee. And I've lived in Dandridge now for going on 21 years, and I love Dandridge, and I love Cott County, Newport, Tennessee. That's my home, and I love everybody up there. We have a lot of family members from Cott County, And I've got a lot of new friends down here from Dandridge, and I just love them. They're just precious. But anywhere you go here in East Tennessee, most of the time you're going to find friendly people who show love. And, you know, that's what the Lord would have us do. So that's one of those. So I'm going to wash my hands, guys. Now, I'll let you see outside here in just a second. So like I said, I've got my oven preheated to 350 on convect. I'm going to start it out 30 minutes. So right here's this. And that is 3 cans of blueberry biscuits, flattened out, butter, sugar glazed over it, a spoonful of the blackberry pie filling, Comstock blackberry pie filling on top of each biscuit, another row of biscuits flattened out, butter, sugar, and then the rest of our blueberry pie filling on top of that, and some sugar. And then I put one of the little cans of the icing that come on it right there with that on top of that. So here's what we're going to go in the oven, and hopefully this come out good. All right, we're going to time this for 30 minutes. So we're cooking, guys. We are cooking now. I'm going to clean up my mess a little bit, but I'm going to leave that icing that come with those blueberry, let me wrench that off. Come with those blueberry biscuits. I'm going to leave it sitting out till it'll be good and warm. It'll be room temperature. These little things right here. Put my butter up. Try to get some. I always try to clean part of my mess up. You know, I don't always, but especially around the holidays, it's hard to clean the mess up all the time. So anyway, I've got this icing sitting here. I'm going to let that sit there. And then I'm going to put you on hold, and then we're going to come back. Let me put my Baker's Joy up. I love my Baker's Joy. We're going to come back, guys, when this is done, and then I'm going to put this over it, and then we'll see how it is, all right? So thank you for watching me. Hope you enjoyed these videos. And like I said, I'm going to be back with the finished product and a picture of it, and then we're going to taste of it and see how good it is, all right? Be good with some vanilla ice cream, wouldn't it? All right? So I'm going to show you outside just for a minute. I'm going to turn you around and let you look out there. You see that? See that beautiful sunshine? And you see the green grass out there? Is that not gorgeous? And let me see if I can show you right here outside. Let me cut my water off. I'll leave my water on. See out there in the back of where the woods are? Is that not gorgeous? All right, guys. Then I'm going to get off here, and then we're going to wait till this blueberry, blackberry cobbler, my way, Sheila E's way. We're going to see how it turns out. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to cut you off, and I'm going to put a big old box of these gold nuggets. You know what gold nuggets are? I'm going to put them on the boil so I can make some more egg salad, because we love egg salad, and it's just a fast something to go to if you're hungry. Get you a bite of it, or put a piece on a piece of light bread, or just whatever. You can put it on an avocado. It's really good like that with a little hot sauce. That's the way this old girl from Tennessee eats it. So anyway, from the hills of Tennessee, this is Sheila E. All right, and I will be right back. Okay, thank you. Hey folks, I'm back. I just wanted to show you. I don't think that's got enough of the filling in it for all those biscuits. So what I'm going to do is I've got a can of blueberry pie filling, and I'm just going to dump that on top and put that back in the oven. So it'll be a blackberry blueberry cobbler. Let me pull you over here where you can see what I'm doing. This pan's hot. I just took it out of the oven because the more I looked at it, the more I'm thinking it's going to be like sort of like a blueberry biscuit instead of a cobbler, and I want all that fruit in there. So that's going to be a can. I would have loved to have had another can of blackberry, but I didn't. So we're going to make do with what we got. And I'm going to put this back in the oven probably for, it was still locked, 15 minutes. So I'm going to put it in there for about 20 more minutes since we got all this extra stuff on top. Alright, and we'll get this thing to boiling. And while I've got it out, I'm going to go ahead and put a pan in the oven, because I hadn't even done that. I hadn't even thought about that it might boil over. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and put this pan in there. No, that ain't going to be big enough there. Here we go. Here's my big pan. What I'm going to do, that's still a little hot, and I ain't going to try to grab it. So, you can see here, that looks like it's got more fruit in it. And from the side, you see that's got more fruit. I want that fruit in there, so I'm going to put this back in the oven for about 20 minutes. I'm thinking about putting it on a bake, changing the from confect to bake, so it'll bake from bottom up to get those biscuits done. So what I'm going to do is put that on bake. I'm going to cancel this out. Still had 15 minutes to do, so I'm going to put it on confect bake 350, and I'm going to time it for 20 minutes. So there we go, folks, and I'll show you. I'll be right back shortly, okay? I just wanted to show you what I was doing. All right, thank you so much. Wanted to show you this while it's in the oven. I've done it on bake 400. Now it's bubbling. Got plenty of fruit in it, and then it likes about 15 more minutes, and then it's going to be ready to go, guys. I'll show you the finished product just here in a few, okay? All right, be right back. All right, folks, it's about time to get that blackberry blueberry cobbler out of the oven. So it likes one more minute, so I'm just going to stand here. It's just about ready to go out, and then we're going to see how this thing has turned out. Hopefully it'll be delicious, you all. I just want to say thank you for watching my videos. May God bless you. Always smile, because smiles are contagious. Always share what you have. Always give God thanks and glory and praise for all He does for us, because He is a mighty God and a loving God, and He always takes care of His children. Always be a light to someone that doesn't know Him, and let them see what Jesus is all about, okay? All right, that's went out, so we're going to pull this thing out. We're going to look and see what's going on with it. Okay, it is bubbling. It's brown. I'm just going to pull the whole pan out too. All right, I want to get this before you can see it. Okay, are you seeing that right there? Get you up here, just move this stuff around. Because this is important, guys. We want you to see this. Look at this, look at this. Bubbling and hot. Let me pull that out there just a little bit. No. How's that? So what I've done, I put that in there for about 5 seconds, and I'm just going to drizzle that all over it. Does that not look delicious, you all? And just think, this was with leftover things that I had in my fridge and on my pantry shelf. Let me get a spoon. I went and looked in my freezer, and I think I've got one container of vanilla ice cream. Plenty of chocolate, but chocolate won't go good with this. And I've got some buttered pecan and salted caramel if we have to use that. So let me go ahead and put the rest of this on here. I believe I slung part of that in the floor, y'all. I'm telling you, this is real life right here. So now we're going to go this way. Since we went that way, we're going to go this way. Trying to get some on every little dab. Today's Sunday. You might wonder why I'm not in my church clothes. My husband had foot surgery, at UT in Knoxville. Precious lady. Done surgery on his foot. His foot was in pretty bad shape with arthritis and ligaments and different things messed up with it, and I want to give God the glory for leading us that way to her. If you ever need surgery on your foot, because this lady just does feet, she specializes in trauma feet, reconstruction of trauma, something that's happened, or just reconstruction where arthritis has eaten away. Is what happened to my husband. Now let me tell you, she's a wonderful lady. She's a wonderful surgeon. If you need foot surgery and you're here in Tennessee or can get to Tennessee, UT Hospital in Knoxville, Tennessee, just private message me. Or message me, and I'll private message you what her name and her phone number is so you can get to her. She's just a precious lady, and she's done a wonderful job on my husband. We go back tomorrow to see how things are going. Hopefully she'll put him in a hard cast and we can get him to where we don't have to pan bathe him. You know, that's rough on a caretaker sometimes, but with God's grace we've done just fine. And with his mercy that we don't deserve, and his love and his healing touch, my husband has done wonderful, and I want to give God the glory and the praise for that. But let's get back to this. I wanted to hold this up here. It's still hot and bubbly, and show this to you. Hopefully it don't run out. I think I'm going to have to move the camera. I'm afraid it might. Oh Lord, let me see here, children. Let's see if we can do it this way. It almost, see that? See them sides? See where that's brown in there and that's run down in there? Does that not look delicious, you all? You know that's delicious, you all. You just know it. It just looks too good not to be delicious. So, trying to get you to look at the whole thing. And then from the side, let me hold this up a little bit. See that on the side? All right. So we're going to wait till this my family gets back, and we're going to dig into this, guys, and then I'll show you, and then again I'm going to tell you what all we did with this. I found some blueberry biscuits, Pillsbury blueberry biscuits, and they were going to go out of date this month. So what I wanted to do, I don't like to waste anything, and I had some blackberry pie filling, Comstock blackberry pie filling, and I had a can of blueberry pie filling. So what I did was like the cobbler. I just smashed out those biscuits. I sprayed my pan with Baker's Joy. You can use whatever you'd choose. I sprayed the pan and I flattened those biscuits out and put them down in that first layer. Then I put butter and sugar for the next layer. And then I took that blackberry pie filling and I put a spoonful on each, or half a spoonful on each biscuit to begin with. Then I put another layer of the blueberry biscuits, and then I put butter and sugar, also sprinkling to your liking if you like more sugar. I put about a tablespoon and a half of butter on each layer, and I think I put about 1/4 of a cup of sugar on that first layer. The second layer, probably 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and then on top, the very top, I put on the second layer, I put the rest of my blackberry pie filling. And then on top we put butter and sugar. And then I went back and got the blueberry pie filling because I didn't feel like it had enough fruit in it after about 10 minutes in the oven. And I just went ahead and took that blueberry pie filling and poured over the top of it. But and then this cream is the cream that comes with the blueberry biscuit. Sort of like what the cream is in a cinnamon roll. It comes with that. Just a powdered sugar glaze goes on top. But I put a little bit of that on the underneath too. But anyway, that's the final results of that. I'm going to get some good pictures of it. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in a plate, hopefully. So, this is Sheila E. with Blackberry Blueberry Cobbler My Way from the hills of Tennessee. And I want to thank you all for coming and sharing this video. Share this video, for coming and watching my video. I appreciate you all. I thank you all. And I give God glory for it all. So if you need the recipe again for this, just put it in the comments. Very easy. very easy with very minimal ingredients in it. So this is something southern, but it's also quick and easy. So I'm going to let y'all go. Enjoy your Sunday. Give God glory and praise and thanks, and learn His Word and teach somebody else about Jesus, okay? So this is Sheila E. from Tennessee. Thank you all. Appreciate you all. May God bless you all.